Hey, beautiful people. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you can hear me because I'm outside. It's windy and it's kind of drizzling a little bit. But I just wanted to make a quick video because I got a spiritual download. But before I begin, I hope you're feeling good. Hope you're feeling great. If not, it's okay. This too shall pass, and I'm sending extra, extra, extra love and light your way. Um, so yeah, the download that I got was that you're being called to pour into yourself at this time, um, to build yourself up, but it's more so your inner self, right? Now, of course, yeah, you want to pour into your outer self too. You want to take care of your body and stuff like that. That's very important, but at this time, it's like you're being called to put more effort into building up your inner self, like putting more effort into becoming more confident, becoming more self-assured, um, becoming more emotionally independent. Like these things don't naturally happen, right? Especially in the society that we grow up in, and then whatever our families have going on, right? We end up picking up those tendencies and stuff like that. So it's a lot of us, we don't know ourselves. We've been molded by, like I said, our family, society, our experiences, whatever it is. Either way, we've been molded. So we don't. A lot of us don't know who we are on a core level, right? My my son had got an assignment from school where they had to write their strengths and their weaknesses, and he was like, well, I wrote down my weaknesses. He's so cute. He was like, I wrote down my weaknesses, but I didn't write down my strengths because I couldn't think of them. And he's a kid, right? So he's definitely not aware. So I guess it's kind of expected, right, from a kid. But then it's like, it's not just kids. There's a lot of adults that they don't have this self-awareness, right? They don't know themselves. It's like they're living a version of themselves that was created, or this version is a manifestation of what's going on the inside of them, not necessarily who they really are. So, in order to know what your strengths are, to know what your weaknesses are, you got to get to know yourself on a deeper level. You got to get to know yourself on an intimate level, right? And like, that was a good activity for him because he's still a child, right? So him learning about his strengths and weaknesses, and of course, I had to point it out to him because he wouldn't think of that. He's a kid. But it's just, there's a lot of kids, that's how it starts, as a kid, and then you grow into an adult, and then you still don't know yourself, right? And then at that point, the whole journey now is about finding yourself. It's about undoing a lot of things that you've, well, not undoing, but unlearning a lot of things that you've learned along your way, a lot of things that you've inherited, right? And you just work on yourself to be who you want to be, right? And so it's like you're just being called to pour more into yourself, like look more into yourself. Who are you? And what makes you happy? You know what I'm saying? A lot of us, we do what we feel is expected of us, right? We get in this people pleasing energy where we just kind of go along with the flow, whatever society says, or our friends, our family, whatever their expectations are, whatever they say, we kind of go along with it and not really do what we really want to do. And then we start complaining and say we're unhappy, and it's because we're not feeding our soul. So feeding your soul means getting to know yourself, really getting to know yourself. What are your weaknesses and strengths? Like if somebody was to ask you that, you would be able to articulate that pretty quickly, right? Because you know yourself, right? But a lot of us, it's just a lack of self-awareness. And that's what I always say, like, this life is about, this journey is about us becoming self-aware. It's just like a baby. Like a newborn baby will pull their hair and start crying. And they don't even realize that they're the one causing this pain. They don't realize that that's their hair that's on top of their head that they're pulling. But as they get older, right, they start developing that awareness. Like they look in the mirror and they be like, oh, this me? This is, I'm in this body, right? You know what I'm saying? So it's just about becoming aware. So our experiences, everything that we go through, we're just becoming aware, right? So you pouring into yourself, the more you do that, the more you become aware of yourself. And sometimes it is kind of hard if we have been, if we are self-aware. It's kind of hard to pull that out on our own. So if there are like trusted people that you can just always get their opinion, like, hey, what do you feel like my strengths or weaknesses or blah blah, just like I did with my son, right? But then, like I said, trusted people, because you come to the wrong person with that information, they're not gonna help you, okay? And also, if you don't know, then pray about it. That's all you got to do. Just say a little prayer, like, God, reveal me to me, reveal my strengths to me, reveal my weaknesses to me, like whatever it is that I need to be working on right now, reveal that to me. You know what I'm saying? And God will reveal it to you. And the more you pour into yourself, it's like the more confident you're going to become, and most importantly, emotionally independent. There's so many people right now that's connected to people that they don't like. There's people right now that's connected to people that they can't stand. But because they're scared to stand alone, right? They're scared to stand alone emotionally. They still continue to stay connected to that person, right? And then it's like, now that's like a trauma bond or whatever. You don't want to do that. You want to stay connected to people because you genuinely like to be connected to them. You don't ever want to stay connected to a person out of fear, right? Because that's an attachment, right? That's not love. Real love, requires just a little bit of detachment. Anything that you're holding on too tightly, that's now you coming from a place of fear. Now that's attachment. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, pour into yourself, and that may be different for different people. Whatever it is that fulfills your soul, you know what I'm saying? Do more of that, but also like look into yourself. What are some things that you need to fix? What are some things you've been putting off, right? When you start doing those things, it's going to make you more confident, because it's like, you've been putting it off, you've been procrastinating, but now when you finally do it, that's going to give you a boost. You know what I'm saying? And the more you keep doing that, like I said, your confidence level is going to go up. The way you value yourself is going to go up. Your self-worth is going to go up, right? And it's going to be easier for you to walk away from things, people, and situations that don't serve your highest good, because you're like, look, I care about you. Yeah, I love you, but I love myself even more. And then you like, I'm not scared to stand alone. When you're not scared to stand alone, you could be picky about what you put up with, what you know what I'm saying, engage in, right? So anyways, that's the message, y'all. I didn't mean for it to be this long. So I hope it helped in some type of way. Y'all stay blessed up, stay prayed up, and I will catch you in another video. Peace, love, and light.